Hello students, this is Coach Reaves. I'm going to read you a book today by Foxworthy called Dirt on My Shirt. And I hope you're doing well and enjoy this story with me. Dirt on My Shirt. Oh, it looks like a list of poems. Dirt on my shirt. There's a dirt on my shirt and leaves in my hair. There's mud on my boots, but I don't really care. Playing outside is so much fun. To breathe the clean air and feel the warm air. To stomp in the puddles or climb the big tree. Make me quite happy. Just look and see. Let me put my glasses on so I can see this a little better. The Lost Hat. I lost my favorite hat. I don't know where it's at. I looked all around my room. I looked beneath the cat. I looked beside the bathtub. I looked under the sink. Where did I leave my hat? I tried and I tried to think. I thought I might have left it by the TV in the den. It wasn't there, so I went back and checked my room again. About to cry, I found my mom. I lost my hat, I said. She smiled and said, I found it. It's sitting on your head. Turn page. Are we there yet? The Jenkins went for a ride. How much longer, the children cried. A while, their dad said, with regret. We haven't left the driveway yet. Staring contest. I am staring at my cat. He doesn't bat an eye. Watch me, watch him. The seconds tick on by. Tears come to my eyes. I'm going to have to blink. He smiles, a silly cat smile, and then gives me a wink. Missing. I had a tadpole in a bowl, but now he's disappeared. Where he swam, a frog now sits. I think that's kind of weird. Hide and seek. He caught a turtle down by the creek. Her shell is bumpy and gray. We don't mean to scare her, but when we get near her, her head and her legs go away. Bumblebee breakfast. Bumblebees like donut trees. The sugar's sweet and sticky. But do not eat the ones that fall, 'cause dirt and ants taste icky. That was a good one. Deer. An eye, then an ear. I think I see a deer hiding behind that big tree. I stop, then a flash, and he's gone in a dash. I think the deer just saw me. Spare hair. Salamander sitting there. Salamander has no hair. His friend the bear has hair to spare, but bears won't share, and that's not fair. True love. Cows have horns that don't go beep. Dads have sweaters, so do sheep. Turtles have tails that they can't see. I have you, and you have me. True love. Uninvited guest. Atop our bird feeder's a squirrel we call Peter, who's eating seeds meant for others. The birds are concerned because they just learned he's invited his sisters and brothers. Friends. Friends come in all colors and shapes and sizes. Friends share their jump ropes. Friends share their grapes. They like the same jokes and they like the same shows. They lend you in their ear, then they lend you their clothes. A word without friends, I don't think I could bear it. Life is much better with good friends to share it. Choices. Pick a color, pick a number, pick a place to hide, pick a flower, pick a pear, pick a horse to ride. Washing and fishing. I was just wishing that I could go fishing. What I might catch, I don't know. A shark or a whale or a fish with no tail. 'Cause no matter cause, I'll let them go. Fish. Noises. Boing, boing, boing goes a happy kangaroo. Boing, boing, boing goes a happy frog too. Yip-dee, yip, yip goes the puppy up the street. Tweet, tweet, tweet goes our little parakeet. Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling goes the fire truck. In a hurry, wah, wah goes my baby brother Murray. Bubbles. I like to play and splash and sing when I take my bath, but it's the bubbles that I make myself that always make me laugh. Roly-poly. I found a roly-poly. He rolled into a ball. I rolled him through the kitchen. I rolled him down the hall. I rolled him to the back porch. He did not want to play. I went inside the diner and my poly walked away. What do you see? What do you see when you look in the lake? A turtle, a tadpole, a fish, or a snake? Who do you see when you look at the sky? Or what do you see when you look at the sky? A bird or the moon or a cloud passing by? What do you see when you look at the ground? An acorn, an ant, or a worm squirming round? What do you see when you look up a tree? Branches and leaves, a hive full of bees. Beautiful pager. Making friends. I have a best friend, his name is Tommy Huff. I think that we're friends because we like to make stuff. We made a sandwich, we made a tree house. We made up a game called Squeak Like a Mouse. We made a tent out of chairs and a sheet. We made up a dance called Crazy Duck Feet. We made green jello and made ourselves giggle by shaking the bowl and watching it wiggle. We made a go-kart that we didn't finish. We made a face when we had to eat spinach. We made a mess, or so said my mother. We had a fight, but made up with each other. We made ourselves scared by telling ghost stories. We had to sleep with his big sister Lori. A friend that makes you happy, a friend that makes you better. A friend is a treasure to hold on to forever. Snakes alive. I looked out the window and saw a snake crawling around in the yard. My dad tried to find it, but it got away. I don't think he looked very hard. Uncle Ed and Aunt Foo-Foo. My Uncle Ed and Aunt Foo-Foo are quite the crazy pair. He has big red cowboy boots and she has big red hair. They love to go out dancing, they really are a sight. He twirls her across the floor, a blur of red and white. Their house is small and cozy, it smells like chocolate cake. Its shelves are filled with little dolls Aunt Foo-Foo likes to make. Their dog is short and round, his name is Mr. Benny. They have a cat named Ralph, he's black and white and skinny. When it's time to say goodnight, they all climb into bed. Benny sleeps inside Ed's boot and Ralph on Foo-Foo's head. Cousins. My cousin Boris sings in the chorus. He sings way off key and he's loud. With a plug in each ear, and his mom and dad cheer for their son of whom they're so proud. My cousin Lizzie makes me so dizzy, she never stops spinning around. She once spun so long her balance was gone and she couldn't get up off the ground. My cousin Lenny is real tall and skinny. It's hard, he never complains. If he grows much more, he won't fit through the door, and his hair won't get wet when it rains. My cousin Jess is really quite messy, with stuff dripping off his chin. The food on his face looks so out of place, there's more on the outside than in. Cousins. A few more pages. Uncle Mo. My Uncle Mo has a big mustache. It's bushy as can be. When he stands up straight and tall, it looks just like a tree. Uncle Keith. My Uncle Keith has great big teeth. He can eat corn really fast. My Grandma Rose has a really big nose. When she sneezes, it's more like a blast. Uncle Larry, my Uncle Larry is really quite hairy. We giggle each time that he passes. We try not to stare, but he looks like a bear wearing shorts and goofy sunglasses. Auntie Brooke. My Auntie Brooke just loves to cook, from turkey to cookies to bread. When she makes spaghetti, you'd better get ready for meatballs the size of your head. She once made a cake as big as the lake. A cement truck stirred up the batter. She's put on the icing that was so enticing, with the oar from a boat and a ladder. Grandma, my grandma puts on lipstick. It's bright like a rose. Because she cannot see too well, it ends up on her nose. Granddaddy, it sounds kind of sappy, but it makes me happy to sit in my granddaddy's lap. He tickles, I giggle, and wiggles like crazy, and sometimes we just like to nap. There's the grandma, the grandpa. Summer days. A grasshopper hops, a windmill stops, a bee buzzes along kissing flowers. These summer days are perfect in ways, except for afternoon showers. Escape. How happy are balloons that finally get away, escaping from little hands that try to make them stay where they do not. Where do they go, I wonder, with no map to guide them? To heaven, I would guess, where little angels ride them. Two more pages. Pretend. I sometimes pretend my bed is a sled, my floor isn't carpet, it's ice cream instead. I sometimes pretend that my bed is a fort, my job is to watch and send a report. I sometimes pretend that my bed is a whale, I ride on his back across the oceans we sail. I sometimes pretend my bed is a cave, I huddle inside from the snow, I am saved. I sometimes pretend that my bed is a rocket, I soar past the moon towards the planet Wosocket. I sometimes pretend that my pillow is you. I hug it so tight till the nighttime is through. Boo boo, bye bye. On a tire swing, Boo Boo sat, swinging very high. He thought he'd let go of the rope, tell Boo Boo bye bye. Sharing a bed with your cousins is not the easiest thing. They toss and they turn, they giggle and snore, and sometimes they just like to sing. In the night, tick-tock goes the clock. Hanging on the wall, dink-dink goes the sink. Drip goes across the hall. Clomp-clomp goes the shoes. I hear my daddy walking. Ring, ring goes the phone. I hear my mama talking. I need a drink of water, so down the hall I creep. I hear my mother calling. Why aren't you asleep? That is the end of our book, My Dirt on My Shoes by Jeff Foxworthy. Hope you all are doing good and hope you enjoy the book. Have a great day. Thank you.